Hey Heidi, how are you?
Good.
Excellent. Thank you for helping me participate in this assessment. It is going to be a fully fledged fitness appraisal. Okay, so before we get into that, how's your day again?
Good.
Excellent. Work was a bit stressful last time we spoke. Is that all?
It's getting better.
It's getting better. Good stuff. Okay, so what we have here, it's fitness assessment. Okay, so and I've broken it down into three separate areas. First is going to be your lifestyle, it's like a lifestyle snapshot, basically. It shows me your lifestyle, where you're at the moment, where you want to be, any goals, and if there's any medications or diseases that you think will hinder your exercise, then this is where we find out. In our next section, it's our passive appraisals, which means I'm going to take your blood pressure, your height and weight, I'm going to take some girth measurements, and that's a really good health benchmark to look at when we reassess in 6 weeks' time. Okay, and our third section is our more fitness side of things. So you're going to do a push-up test, you're going to do a plank test, step test, and a flexibility test. Okay, we'll get to that soon. So don't panic. I know they do sound scary, but they're not as hard as you think. So before we begin, if you do feel uncomfortable at any time, please say so, and we will stop. And if there's any questions, yell out any time. Happy with that?
Yep.
Okay, let's go forward then. First, I just have a consent form for you to sign, just to go through what's going to happen today. That if anything does happen, it's your responsibility to let us know, like dizziness or anything, and that there may be measurements that will require touching. If you, like I said, if you do feel uncomfortable, please let me know. Okay, so if you can just have a good read through that, have a really good understanding for that. I just need you to sign and take the bottom once you've read it. Okay. So while you're reading that, all this information that we're going to apply today will be put back into the file and back into the back room filing cabinet for the other staff to look at if they're going to reassess. Normally it would be me doing your reassessment, but if someone else does, then that's where your file will be kept. Okay, so rest assured that it is safe and it is secure. Okay, excellent. And the date is the 22nd?
Third?
23rd? Where's the date going?
23rd.
Excellent. I'll just sign that. Just witnessing saying that you've agreed. We'll put that to the side. Okay, so as I said, our first section is our snapshot of our life. So we have just a bit of paperwork to fill out. Okay, the first one is you can do for yourself. What it is just about diseases or symptoms that you think may hinder your exercise at any time. Okay, it's just a yes or no question. So if you can just read through them and circle yes or no. Any questions, just let me know. Excellent.
Sign.
Yes, sign and date, please.
Fill in this.
Yes, thank you. Excellent. So now you've done no to all this, it just means that I have a scale here. It means that because you've got no risk factors here, you can participate in light to moderate activity in a safe way. Okay? Excellent. So that's our stage one. Our stage two goes into more detail, which we'll go through now. If you can just write your name and date of birth up the top, please, just there. So this goes into your blood pressure, any family history that we may need to be aware of. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so your age is, I'm sorry, I don't like to ask ladies' age.
Almost 31, so
Okay, so 30.
I'd put 31. It's like a week away.
Okay.
Close enough.
Gender's female.
Yes.
So you're below 55, so that's a 0 risk factor. So all these risk factors means it's going to have a total risk factor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it just means that if you aren't in need for a consent form from the doctor, it just means you take that and you get cleared from the doctor. Then you come back and we just do this again. Okay, do you have any history of heart disease, stroke
No.
through the family? No? None of that, so 0. Are you a smoker?
No.
No, you're not a smoker. Your physical activity at the moment, how would you like to?
I do go to the gym 2 or 3 times a week, usually for classes that are about 60 minutes.
Okay, so 2 to 3 times.
So probably moderate, it's not vigorous.
Okay, moderate in duration, so 60 minutes, you say? Okay, so 3 times 60 is 180, so that means you are above the 150 minute mark. So that just means per week, so that means you get a -1 risk factor. So this question 5 we'll come back to because you may not know your current weight or your height. So we will come back to that one. Have you been told you have high blood pressure?
No.
No, so that's 0, so I'll just circle that. Have you been told you have high cholesterol?
No.
Okay. Have you been told you have high blood sugar? Oh, very good. So we'll put on this one there. So question 9 is, have you spent time in hospital in the last 12 months? Injury, medical conditions? No. Are you taking any medications, prescribed meds? No. Are you pregnant?
No.
Do you have any muscular bone, joint or pain soreness?
No.
No. Excellent. Okay, so stage 3 is just going to go into your BMI, some measurements, and your heart rate. So we are about to do that in the next section, so we will come back to this. I'll just highlight this. And question 4 and 5, because I'm not qualified to do that, we cannot do that today. Okay? Excellent. So as it stands, unless something major does happen, we can safely go to high or vigorous workout, okay, in a safe manner.
Yeah.
Okay, we will have a look at this again once we fill in these, but you're looking pretty healthy at the moment. Okay, which is good. Okay, so our next, let's just put this to the side. Our next one is our lifestyle questionnaire. So what it does, it gives us a fantastic idea about your lifestyle at the moment.
Yeah.
So how many times a week do you train, what you like to do, your goals are. Okay, so if you just put your name, address and date of birth, and you're a female, I can do that one for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Excellent, thank you. Alright, so are you engaging in any
Yes.
exercise? You are? Excellent. How many times a week do you go?
2 to 3.
2 to 3? Excellent. So there's just a list of things here. What do you like to do, or have you done in the past?
Walking.
Okay, yep, excellent.
I've done circuits before, a little bit of it.
Okay, do you like circuits?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah, I
bad.
don't mind.
Okay,
Weights.
weights.
I do group fitness more than anything now, and I have danced, done a bit of dancing.
Okay, what do you do in group fitness?
I've done pump, and I do a bit of Zumba.
Right, okay.
They're probably the main ones that I do.
Excellent. Well, that's where the love of dancing will come into it in Zumba. Excellent. No, that looks really good. How would you rate your activity? Are you still doing marketing?
Yes.
So, behind the computer, so
yeah.
your minimal activity. Excellent.
Yes.
No worries. How's that going? It's alright?
Yeah.
Very good. It's not stressing you out too much.
Not too much.
Okay, so your top 3 goals, these are the goals that people have come to us and they've said, this is what I want to do. So this is basically what a lot of people come. If you can just mark a 1 to 3, just have a read of those lists. Okay, and just 1 to 3. They're the goals that you would like to work on with me over the next time period. Excellent. Okay. Cope with stress. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Feel healthier and tone up. Okay. And when do you want these to be achieved?
6 to 8 months, maybe.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's a doable number.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So when you exercise, when do you prefer to exercise?
Usually afternoon or evening,
Okay.
so I get all my work done.
Yeah, no. Yeah, absolutely. When you train, how many times can you train?
Probably a little bit more than I do.
Okay.
4, 5 maximum, but I'd say maybe 3 to 4.
3 to 4?
Yeah.
That's a pretty, a 4,
Yeah.
a 3 to 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no, we can work with that. Excellent. And how long can you train for when you do come?
Probably 45 to 60.
45. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. And I know you don't like running. Is that still the case?
Yep. Hate
Okay,
running.
you don't like to run.
Don't like
Okay,
to
so what do you like? So
Walking.
walking. Yep. Okay.
Like I said with the other ones, like group fitness stuff. I've done a few different ones, and I like most of them. So.
What about on the floor? What?
In the gym floor.
Yeah.
Weights.
Okay.
Weights and just the rower. I like the rower.
Oh, I don't hear that often.
I've got the action
Okay.
happening.
Okay, so you like the row? Okay.
Yeah.
Rowing. Okay.
I don't know why.
No, I don't know why either, but excellent. Okay. Do you have any concerns starting this program?
No,
Okay.
not that I can think of.
Perfect. So we have a goal setting: short, medium, and long. So from your 3 goals that you've said before, it's stress, healthier, and tone up. Okay, so you're short. What would you like to? What would you like to work on first?
Don't really know.
You don't.
Toning up, I'm guessing, would be a long-term thing.
Yeah, no,
So,
absolutely, yeah. So if I can just give some advice,
Yeah.
if you do feel healthier, that should be a short-term goal. So you're going to sleep better. You're going to have more energy.
Yeah.
Where that will help relieve stresses
Yeah.
also. So if we put short, are you happy with the feel healthier
Yeah.
short?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Okay. And the medium goal, of course, would be your other choice would be cope with stress.
Yeah.
Okay, so really, all these things work together, especially the top 2.
Yeah.
If we don't get on top of the healthiness and the stress side, you're going to lose sleep. You're going to get high blood pressure. You know, it's a downhill slope. So these are the 2 that we would really like to focus on.
Yeah.
And next would be the toning, which will come as we start our exercise program. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next is our dietary recall. I told you last time, not last time, sorry, a couple of days ago that we were going to film for my assessment. Thank you so much again. And just to really note down what you have eaten, okay? So if you don't mind, honestly, I honestly don't mind. Like I said, this is non-judgmental. It's for your benefit, and it will be locked away when you're finished. You feeling comfortable as we're going through? No problems?
Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, no, that's no problem.
I wrote it in there. Yeah, I can read my writing. Lunchtime. Lunchtime.
Now don't forget, it's food and drink. So if you would like to, I know you've done coffee, but any water intake,
Yeah.
Soft drink, etc.
I don't know how to spell. I don't know how big it was. So I'm just going to write 1 serving.
Yep.
It was like a container.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, the Cole says that. Yeah, that's fine.
Probably about 3.
Oh, okay. Yes. No, that's.
Oh, and a cup of tea.
Like I said, very honest. That's fine.
Dinner was.
Now, while you're doing this, I just want to check my phone just to make sure it is still recording.
Yep.
Okay. Only because I have had some issues. Yep. No, still good.
Chicken. Stir fry. And then throughout the day, probably have 1 litre of water, I reckon.
Okay.
Oh, just put it in the bottle.
No, that's okay. Okay, so we're looking at, so your before lunch meals would be your Vegemite toast and coffees. Your lunch would be Caesar salad.
Yeah.
Your snack would be a cup of tea and an iced donut.
Yes.
Nice. I did say honest, so that's fine. Your dinner was a chicken stir fry.
And rice. I'll put rice.
And
in
rice, yeah, no, perfect.
And rice. There we go.
And your dessert was 2 scoops of ice cream.
Yes.
So the thing that's really sticking out to me at the moment is the lack of protein in your diet. If when you want to tone, okay, we want the protein to help recover. We're going to feel fuller, so it's going to fill your appetite. Okay, so we want to work on that. Maybe eat once in every main meal.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
more
adding
protein.
something into the salad.
Yeah. And if you can with the Caesar salad, I know that comes with the dressing. Either make your own dressing, which is more healthier, or leave dressing out completely.
Yeah.
Okay. So we want more protein in our meals. Okay. And the other thing that sticks out like a sore thumb is the ice cream and donut. Okay. So I know they are snacks.
They tasted good.
They taste. I'm sure they do taste good. But what we want to do is maybe replace that with a healthier option. Maybe a piece of fruit. Okay, or a fruit salad. Okay, so replace meals with healthier option. Okay. Okay, so that's it for section 1. Thank you for that. So wasn't as scary as you first thought, was it?
Nah.
No, excellent. Okay. Okay. We will come back to that first.
Yeah.
I just like to be very neat. I don't like mess everywhere. Okay. So our section 2 is our passive results. Okay. So what's going to happen? We're going to take your blood pressure, height and weight. We're going to get some girth measurements. So this is more about the healthy side, okay, of your body and how you are at the moment. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to, can you just take your jacket off, please? Okay, Heidi, and you're female. And the date is the 23rd today?
Yes.
Almost your birthday. Very excited. Okay, so, your date of birth, sorry. I don't like to do that part, that's all yours. Okay, so first of all, your blood pressure, you've been sitting here for a while, so it is quite calm. Okay, so the point of taking your blood pressure is just to ensure that you're in healthy range. You don't need a consent form from the doctor, and just for me to create the perfect program for you, okay? Okay, so how are we going to do it? We're going to do it electronic. It's much easier than it has in the old days, okay? So, have you done this before?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just get you to bend your elbow for me. I'm going to slip the cuff on it in line with your heart. It's going to inflate, it's going to deflate, and I'm going to get a reading, okay? Excellent. So just slip your arm through. Just in line with the front. So you've done this before, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, just press the start button. And with this will give you a pulse. So just relax, breathe normally, sit there, and it's going to inflate. Okay, there we go. So we have got 135 over 80. Okay, 135 over 80, and your pulse is 80, your resting heart rate. So what it means, the top number is your systolic number, which is the pressure of the heart that's going to pump away, okay, from the blood away from the heart. The diastolic number is the resting phase of the heart, it's going to feel the blood. So all blood pressure is the exertion of your heart pressure for the blood through the arteries. Okay? So as you can see, you're 135 over 80. You're in the acceptable range, 135 over 80. Your systolic number is creeping up. Okay? It is close to borderline, but you may be excitable that you're on camera. You may have had a rubbish day at work. It could be environmental factors that come into that.
Yep.
Okay, you may be filming your certificate 3 in fitness. So if I was to do it, my heart rate would be straight up because of the stress. But so yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that. It is creeping towards borderline. If it does get borderline to high, then we will have to refer you to a doctor. Get on top of it, come back, and it's fine. Okay, so next we're going to do your BMI. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We're going to do your height and your weight. Okay, so what we might do, we might just move that chair for me so you're on camera, and I'm going to put the tape measure. Thank you. Shoes and socks up for me, please, if you don't mind. Okay, so when you're being measured, just make sure your shoulders are relaxed, eyes forward, straight spine. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so yeah, just eyes forward for me. Okay, just hands by your side, shoulders relaxed, eyes forward. $160. Excellent. So your height is 160. Okay, your weight. I'll just move this out of your way. I'll just put this in. So I'm just going to turn on, make sure it's neutral, 0, 0, 0.
Yep.
Okay, make sure you step on, eyes forward, just shoulders relaxed and weight evenly distributed. Okay, and we're laughing. Okay, so just wait till it's 0, 0, 0. Step on, straight on for me. Eyes forward. 60.1. Okay, I'll bring your chair back.
Thank you. Leave my shoes off.
Yeah, you can leave your shoes on, that's fine. Unless you want to put them back on, it's completely up to you.
I'll put them back on. I don't know what we need them for.
You just have to take them off in the next section, that's all. So you can put them back on, we just have to take them off, that's fine. It is quite cool in here today.
Okay. I just won't do them up yet.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so your BMI, what it is, it's ensure that you're in the healthy range for your height and your weight.
Yep.
Okay, so how we do this, I've got some averages here.
Yep.
How we do this, we divide your weight, which I'll just get my calculator. So first we'll figure out how squared your height in meters is. So you were 160, so 1.6 squared. 1.6. Let's try this again. 1.6. Okay. So that's 2.56. And then we do weight divided by that. So your weight was 60.1 divided by 2.56. It gives us a number of 476. So let's round up to 23.48.
Yeah.
Okay, so your BMI, 23.48. So if we have a look at this, the averages chart, okay, you're 23.48, so you are right here. Normal range, okay? So you fall right there. Good!
Good.
Really, really good. Okay. So BMI rating is normal range. Okay, so your predicted heart rate at 70%. It is a tricky equation. Okay, so how we do this is we take your age, which is 31,
Yeah.
away from 220, which is max heart rate. Okay, which gives us a measurement of, let me just do that. I'm terrible at maths, I'm sorry about that.
189?
31 equals 189.